Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's see the objectives of today's video. In today's video, we are going to see how we can install Theme Builder plugin. Once we install Theme Builder plugin, we are going to discuss pages of Theme Builder. Then we are going to create a theme and we are going to see a demo of how we can edit component styles. Okay, once we create a theme and edit component styles, then we are going to publish theme. Okay, once we publish theme, there will be some changes that we are going to see how we can tackle those changes. So we are going to discuss condition of theme tab. After that, we are going to see how we can change order of themes and how we can make theme available for specific users. Okay, so these are the objectives of today's video. Let's start the video now. Let's see how we can install plugin of Theme Builder. Click on all navigation menu. In the filter navigator, type plugins. In system definition, select plugins. In the search, type Theme Builder. On the right side, click on search button. In the store application, you can see we have Theme Builder. Click on this. Click on install button. You can select the latest version of the Theme Builder. Install now. Click on install button. You can run the installation progress in background. Right now we are not going to run it in background. This will take some time, so let's fast forward. As you can see that our installation progress has been successfully completed. We are going to close this dialog box and the page will reload. So let's wait until the page is reloaded. Now here you can see that we don't have any install button available, and we are going to go back to our home page. Click on all navigation menu and here we are going to type Theme Builder. And you can see that we have a module of Theme Builder. Once we click on it, it's going to open in a new tab. Okay, so this is our home page of Theme Builder. From here we can create theme. Okay, so that's how we can install Theme Builder plugin in our instance. As you can see on the screen that we are on the home page of Theme Builder and there are 3 pages of Theme Builder. So let's see the pages of Theme Builder. From the home page we can create a theme, and if we scroll down we can see what are the benefits of using Theme Builder. We can see what's new in January release of Theme Builder. We can publish multiple themes for the users. Okay, if we scroll down, it tells that we can set up the themes in a quick and easy steps. We can preview the experience and make edits without coding. We can manage all the themes from one place in the Theme Builder. And if you want to learn more, then these are the links that are provided from where you can learn more. So these are the things that you will get it from the home page of Theme Builder. Now let's move to the next page. So here in the header you can see we have this page, and if we select here we are going to change the page from home to manager. So this is our manager page where we are going to manage the themes. You will see all the published themes available here, and these are the unpublished themes which comes out of the box. Polaris theme will be used as default because there is no published theme yet. From the manager page you can also create a theme, and if you can see there are 2 buttons available, web and mobile. So if you're creating the theme for web, select the web button. If you're creating the theme for mobile, select the mobile button. But in mobile you can only publish one theme. So once we click on mobile button, there is a message appears mobile can only accommodate one published theme at a time. Okay, only one published theme for the mobile. Okay, let's go back to our web, and on the right side you can see we have two buttons. We are on grid view, but if you wanted to change it to the list view, you can change it by clicking on this button. So if we click on this, we can see published themes will be in a list format, will come here, and unpublished themes are here. So on the last column, that is called actions, you can edit the themes, and if you want to make it publish, you can click on this button and make it publish. Let's go back to our grid view. In the grid view also, you can publish it by clicking on this button, and you can publish this theme. Okay, so this is our manager page. Now let's go to our editor page. Okay, this is our editor page where we are going to make changes to the theme styles. Okay, in the header you can see the theme is selected. Okay, from the right side you can see we can duplicate this theme if we want. Right now this theme is read only because we are in a global scope application, and this theme is in theme builder application. If you wanted to change the scope of the application, you can see in the header on the top right side, scope is written here. So if we select this, we can change the scope of the application from here. We are going to talk more about the components of the editor page during the demo. Okay, so these are the pages of theme builder. Let's go back to our home page and let's create a theme. Click on create a theme button to create a theme. Once we click on this button, we are going to see this model box. So it says before we get started, we should keep our logo and brand color ready. Okay, we are going to click on continue button. Let's give a theme name. You can give theme name according to your requirement. Right now we are going to give the theme name as the placeholder, custom theme. Okay, you can provide a description here. Click on next button. Now here we are going to select our brand's primary color. This color will appear on app navigation, menus and other common components. On the right side of the screen you can see that this color will appear on these places. If we change this color, then on the right side you will see the preview of it. So let's select a primary color. We are going to select a red color. Okay, click on apply. As soon as we click on apply, you can see on the right side we are getting a preview where the primary color will be applied. Okay, let's click on next button. Now we have to select our secondary color. So once we select our secondary color, and if we don't select it, our brand primary color will be used. Right now it is using red color. So we are going to change it, and on the right side you are going to see the preview of it. So once we click on this, we are going to use yellow. Okay, we are going to use this color. Click on apply. As soon as we click on apply, you can see the preview where the color has been reflected. Okay, click on next button. Now we are going to choose a neutral brand color. This will be used in divider lines and surface containers. You can choose one. We are going to use this only. Okay, so let's click on next button. Now if you wanted to add any additional colors, you can add it from here. Otherwise you can skip this step. So we are going to skip this step. Click on next button. Now from here you can add your company logo, but there are conditions for the company logo to be added. So these are the conditions for the company logo. Okay, and we are going to use by default ServiceNow logo, but if you want, you can add it. You can drag and drop to upload your logo. Okay, let's click on next button. Now we will select which font we are going to use. Right now by default it is Source Sans Pro, and if we select Cabin, you can see on the right side how the text changes. This is bold, this is semi bold, this is medium, this is regular, this is italic. Means how the text will look like, how the paragraph will look like, you can see on the right side. So if we select Leto, you can see it looks like this. If we select Open Sans, then you can see it will look like this. And if we select Source Sans Pro, then it will look like this. We are going to select Open Sans and click on next. Then we are going to choose what will be the corner shape that will be visible on the buttons, models, and the drop down menus. Okay, if you can see on the right side, if we click on zoom in button, so these are our buttons. Okay, right now we have selected a square. So once we click on less rounded, you will see the shape changes or the border changes. We click on less rounded, you can see the border changes. More rounded, you can see the border changes. Most rounded, so our button will look like this. So now we have selected our shape. Let's click on next button. Now this is our final review that what we have selected. These are the colors that we have chosen: primary, secondary, neutral. Our logo is ServiceNow default logo. Open Sans is our typography or the font, and most rounded is the shape. Okay, so this is the final preview how our theme is going to look like. On the right side of the screen you can see the preview of it. Let's click on create theme. Once we created our theme, we are landed on the editor page. But if we go back to our manager page, if we scroll down, we can see that our custom theme appears here. Now if you don't want to make any editing in the custom theme, you can publish your custom theme by clicking on more actions. You can click on publish, and if you want to make a duplicate, you can duplicate also. Okay, now we are going to edit our custom theme. Let's click on edit button. This will take us to editor page, and on the top you can see that our theme is selected. And if you wanted to edit any specific theme, then you can select it from here. Okay, on the right side you can see we have two buttons: UI styles preview and experience preview. UI styles preview will give us the preview of the user interface. So whenever the user is going to interact with our form, this is how our form is going to look like. The button is going to look like. Okay, the icons will look like this. So this is giving us the preview of it. So this is according to our brand colors that we have selected. Okay, now there are multiple previews available here. If we scroll down, we can see the pagination is available to us, and if we click on this, we are going to see the different user interface. For now we are going to just minimize the window size so that we can see it in one frame. Let's minimize the window size. Okay, now we are going to select the next one. This is another format of the form. This is the format of list or the preview. You can say that how is the list is going to look like, how is the button is going to look like. Okay, next, this is the another format, how the list will look like, the list header, the values, the tabs, the pagination in it. Okay, the buttons. Next, okay, this one is for the service portal. How the page is going to look like in the service portal if we are using the out of the box widgets. You can see the font text is according to the font that we have selected, that is Open Sans. Okay, you can see the form text here, search box, how the search box is going to look like. You can see this, the chat with agent button is going to look like. Okay, so this is giving us the preview according to our brand colors. Let's increase the window size. And next is our experience preview. Okay, so in ServiceNow there are multiple experiences available. Experience is the user experience. For example, incident form is going to look different in the native view, and the same incident form is going to look different in the workspace. The workspace styles are different, okay, than the native view. Similarly, we have different experiences like application manager, unified navigation app, catalog builder. So these are the experience in ServiceNow, in which the user is going to interact in a different format of the page or the different styles of the components. Okay, so we can see the preview of experience by clicking on this button. By default, you can see that experience is selected as application manager. This is the page of the plugins. When we search for the plugins, how the page of the plugin is going to look like, and that is the application manager experience. Okay, so if we go back to our home page and click on all navigation menu, here we have to type plugins, and if we open this, you can see this is our application manager experience, the header of it. This is how the styles will look. Okay, right now it is following the Polaris theme, so that's why it is looking like this. But when our custom theme is published, it will look like this. And if you wanted to open this particular experience in a new tab, you can do it. You can see next to the experience we have a button. You can click on this and it's going to open in a new tab. The experience will open here. So that's how your plugins page or the application manager experience is going to look once we published our custom theme. And right now it is looking like this. Okay, similarly we have for home page. If we go back to our home page, right now it is looking like this. But if you wanted to see how our home page will look like, you can select it from here. The experience name is Unified Navigation App. So if we scroll down, we are going to see it, Unified Navigation App Experience. Okay, so this is how our unified navigation experience will look, and we can open it in a new tab by clicking on this button. So this is giving us the preview of unified navigation app experience. Okay, let's close this and go back to our UI styles preview. Okay, select the first one. Okay, now on the left side you can see we have two tabs, global styles and component styles. In global styles, these are all the styles that we have selected while we were creating a theme. You can see the overview of it, the theme name, description, the brand colors, primary, secondary, neutral, additional brand colors if we have selected that but we have skipped that step. The logo, we will see it here. Okay, if you upload the logo according to the conditions that was mentioned. The font we are going to use is Open Sans, the font family of Open Sans we are going to use. Okay, shape is most rounded. Now from here you can change it. So this is just the overview, and if you wanted to change it, you can change it by clicking on this. And if you wanted to go to any other font family, you can go it from here and click on Save Changes. Similarly for shapes also, you can click here and you can select any other corner shape if you want and click on Save Changes. Okay, now here you can see this is overview of it. Overview is giving us all the details for each section, like the theme information, brand palette, additional brand colors, logo, font, and shape. And if you wanted to see it individually, then you can see it with the help of these buttons. So if we click on this, this will give us the color, the brand color we are following. And if you wanted to change the background, border, divider, focus state, interactive, navigation system, and text color, you can do it from here. Okay. Next, we have imagery. In the image, we will get the logo. If you wanted to upload the logo, you can upload it from here. Next is our typography, that is the font family or the font we are going to use, that is Open Sans. You can change it from here if you want. Okay. Next, we have first shape, that is the corners. Right now we have most rounded corners. If you wanted to change it, click on this and you can change it. Okay, so this is all about global styles. On the right side of it, we have component styles. So if we go to the component styles, these are the actionable components. Means the buttons, the breadcrumbs, the button bear, the button circular, how each component is going to look like. And if you wanted to change it, we can change it from component styles. So we have different components. If we scroll down, we can see that we have more components like button icon bear, button stateful. Okay, so these are the components that are available, and we can edit all the components according to our requirement. Split button, text link, display style, heading, label value. Okay, in the middle on the top, we can see that we have two buttons, preview and editing. Right now we are in preview, which is giving us the information that how the components are going to look when our custom theme will be applied. Okay, and if you wanted to make any changes to the components, then we can do it by clicking on editing button. If we click on this, from here we can change or we can make edits in the components. Let's take an example of button circular. If we click on this component, on the right side you can see our button circular configurations comes up. Base color, border width. Okay, you can change the base color if you want. If we click on this, you can change the base color. Right now this is following the primary brand color. If you wanted to make it secondary brand color, you can click on this and save changes. You will see that our button circular is changed. This is giving us the preview of it. Okay, and you can reverse it by clicking on this button, remove override. You can change the border width. Right now it is no border. If we click on this, you can select the border type, thin, medium, thick. If you wanted to enter any custom width, you can enter it by clicking on this. Okay, here if you wanted to edit button circular component in a component editor, you can go to the component editor by clicking on this button. If we click on this button, we can see the interactive preview, the preview of the button circular, and the interaction states. Means by default how the button will looks, when the user hover over the button, how it will change, when the user clicks on the button, what will be the color of it, when it is disabled, so what will be the color and look of the particular button circular. So from here we can change the states dependent color also. We are going to see it in a demo shortly. Let's go back to our component overview. Okay, go to preview. And now on the left side, you can see we have a filter button. If we click on this, we can search the components and we can see that by category these are sorted. If you wanted to find like loading component, you can go to loading, you can select the loader, and you will see on the right side the filter is applied. Similarly, if you wanted to select indicator, you can click on indicator. You wanted to see how the badge will look like, or you wanted to edit the badge, you can select badge. So these are the badge components. Similarly, for form control, we have checkbox, form field, form label, form message. And similarly for actionable components, we have breadcrumbs button. You can click here and you will get the result on the right side. Okay, split buttons, checkbox, we are getting it. Okay, if you wanted to see it, how different components will look like, and you can make the changes accordingly. And from clear all, we can clear all the filters that we have applied. Okay, let's close the filter. And on the right side, you can see that we have canvas color. Right now our canvas color is this, on which the components are being displayed. If you wanted to change the canvas color, you can change it by clicking on this and select color. Okay, apply. You can see that our canvas color is changed. Okay, if you wanted to see in a list style, you can see the colors in the list by clicking on this button. If you wanted to see in a grid view, you can click on this grid view. Let's select this color and apply. So this was all about component styles. And here in the header on the right side, you can notice we have this icon that is giving us a warning. If we click on this, it says we have contrast issues found. Okay, and if we see, the message is saying show warnings in component styles. So there are some contrast issues with our custom theme, like text is very light or the background is very light, text is not clearly visible. So this will give us a warning there. Let's quickly see how the warnings will look. If we click on component styles, you're going to see this warning icon on the component. Okay, here you can see in the primary button, in the secondary button you can see, in the tertiary button you can see it in button bare. Okay, primary, secondary and tertiary. So there are some contrast issues, and we can see that primary button is already selected. On the right side, the configurations for primary button is available. If we scroll down, we can see default state warning icons available here. So if we click on this, this says poor contrast. This component contains contrast issues. To fix this, click on the pencil icon. So if we click on pencil icon, okay, this will take us to component editor, and we can see in the text color we have warning icon again. If we click on this, now this is giving us the description of it, what we have to do to avoid contrast issues. So while developing a custom theme, if you see a warning icon, try to see the description of it and fix that issue. Okay, now we are going to see a demo of how we can edit component styles. Let's go to global styles. In the demo, what we are going to do is that, as we can see, we have this button here, and when we hover over this button, its background color changes. Okay, so in the demo, what we will do is that when we hover over this button, its background color turns to black. That's what we are going to do. And this is primary button. So let's see how we can change the background color when we hover over this button. We are going to go to component styles, and we have button available here, and this is primary button for which we are going to edit its style. We will go to editing. In the editing, we are going to select primary button, and we will go to component editor. Okay, now here you can see interaction states. So which state we have to change? When we hover over the button. So this is our hover states. If we click on this, on the right side you will see the configurations of it. We are going to change the background color to black. So click on this and select black color. Save changes. Okay, as you can see, our hover state background color changes to black in the preview also. Okay, just before the color you can see we have a button that says remove override. What does it means? That if you want to go back to the original color that is respected to the themes, then you can click on this and it will go back to the original color it was previously. Okay, once again we are going to change it to black. Save changes and go back to global styles. Now in the preview you will see when we hover over this button, its background color will change to black. Okay, so that's how you can edit component styles. Next, what we are going to do is that we are going to publish our custom theme and we are going to see what are the effects of it. There will be some changes. Okay, so let's see that. To publish our custom theme, we are going to go back to manager page. Let's quickly go back to manager page. Scroll down. Custom theme, we are going to publish it. And this is giving us a message. This will make custom theme visible to your users in all web experiences. Let's click on publish button. Okay, theme published, message is being displayed, and if we scroll down we can see published theme is available here. Now we will go back to our platform view and we are going to refresh this page. Now you can see that the changes are applied. Our custom theme is applied here, but there are some more changes happened. Let's see that. If we click on profile icon, go to preferences, you can see that we don't have theme tab available here. Why? What is the reason for this? Earlier it was available, right now it is not available. So the reason is that we have only one published theme. Before this custom theme, there was no published theme. So by default, the system was using Polaris as the default theme. But as soon as you published a custom theme, the system is using that theme and there are no other published theme, hence the theme button is not available. Initially also, you're right that initially also if the system is considering Polaris as the default theme, why the theme button was available? Because the Polaris theme contains dark and light version also. And if you wanted to switch between the dark and light version, that is the reason the theme tab was available. Okay, so how we can make theme button available here? All you have to do is that you have to publish a default theme, or you can make one more theme and make it publish. So let's publish our Polaris theme here. Okay, now you can see theme is published. In published, we can see a custom theme as well as Polaris theme. By default, custom theme is the default theme as of now, and Polaris we have published just now. Now we are going to go back to platform view and refresh this page. Click on profile icon, go to preferences, and you will see that theme tab is available here. If we click on this, we can see that we have custom theme available here and Polaris theme available here. Light and dark version of Polaris theme, what we were talking just now, is this. This is the default one and this is the dark one. Okay, so that's how you can make your theme tab available. Now let's see how we can reorder them. Custom theme here, Polaris theme here. So how can we bring Polaris theme here? So how we change the order of the themes in this model box. Okay, we are going to close this and we are going to go to a table that is called m2m underscore app underscore theme. It will showcase all the published themes. Okay, initially also when you have published your custom theme, it will appear here, but we have also published Polaris theme, so it also appears here. And from this order column we can change the order of it. Let's quickly do that. We are going to give it this, and for Polaris we are going to give this. Okay, now we are going to go back to platform view, refresh this page. See, as soon as we change the order, our default theme is now Polaris theme. Now if we go to theme tab, it will take a moment to come up. We click on this, we can see the order is changed. So that's how you can change the order of the themes. Next, what we are going to see is that how we can make this custom theme available to specific users. Right now, this custom theme is available to all the users. Let's see that how we can do that. To make custom theme available to a specific user, we are going to create a user role. So let's quickly create a user role. For the demo, we are going to create a user role. It is not compulsory or mandatory to create a user role. Why? We are going to see it very soon. So we are going to apply custom theme and it is applied. Close this dialog box and click on all navigation menu, and in the filter navigator we are going to type sys underscore user underscore role dot list. It will open user roles in new tab. Since we have applied custom theme, you can see that we have most rounded shapes of input box, buttons, color is changed according to custom theme. Now let's quickly create a role. Click on new button. Role name will be custom underscore theme underscore role. You can provide role name according to your requirement. Description will be to provide access for custom theme. Now How can we use this role? Let's see that to provide access to custom theme. Now we are going to go back to m2m underscore app underscore theme table. Okay, this table contains all the published themes, and this is the table backend name m2m underscore app underscore theme. You can see in the URL. The front end name is this UX parent app themes. Now we are going to provide access to custom theme to specific users. So we are going to open this record. Let's quickly open this record. And here you can see a field that is called applicability. This field will determine which user will have access to this custom theme. Let's click on search icon. And here this field will store audiences. So we are going to create a new audience. Just before few minutes, we have told that it is not mandate or compulsory to create a role, because you can see we have out of the box audience available here. Okay, we can use it. So if you're building a theme for admin, you can use the admin audience. If you're building a theme for CMDB admin, you can use CMDB admin audience. Okay, right now we are going to create a new audience and provide our custom role in that audience. Let's click on new button. Audience name will be custom theme audience. Okay, so we have two role fields, role names and roles. If we hover over roles, we are going to see a message that it is not recommended to use this field. Use role sys IDs, and if role names field is populated, this field has no impact on it. So if this field is populated role names, then this field is populated, then it will have no impact of it. And also this roles field will contain sys ID instead of the name of role. Now we are going to add custom theme role in this audience. Let's click on edit user roles, and here we are going to search for Ctrl+F custom underscore theme underscore role. Okay, so this is custom role that we have created, and we are going to add it and click on done and click on submit. Okay, so we have custom theme audience populated in this field. Now we are going to save this record. Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to give a user custom theme role, and that user will have access to custom theme, only that user. Let's quickly do that. We are going to go back to platform view, click on all navigation menu. In the filter navigator, type sys underscore user dot list in capitals. It will open list of users in new tab. Okay, we have already created a demo user, so we are going to open that demo user. Okay, open the record of demo user, and if we scroll down, we are going to go to roles, click on edit button. Here we are going to search for custom theme role, correct, and we are going to give this user custom theme role. Save. Okay, now this user will have access to custom theme, only this user. Let's quickly check that. refresh our platform view page. As you can see on the screen, our custom theme is not being applied on logged in user because logged in user does not have access to custom theme, as logged in user does not have that role that we have created earlier, or logged in user is not part of that audience because that audience has that role that we have created. Okay, so the logged in user theme changes to Polaris, and if we click on profile icon and go to preferences, you can see in the theme tab, if we click on this, we don't have access to custom theme. But if we impersonate demo user, let's quickly do that. Impersonate user, demo 1, impersonate user. Okay, now we are impersonating as demo 1 user. If we click on profile icon and go to preferences, and click on theme tab, you're going to see demo 1 user has access to custom theme. Okay, so that's how you can provide access to custom theme to specific users. So this was all about theme builder. If you like this video, do share the videos with others. Subscribe the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.